Hello, my amazing art students. Happy Thursday. Today, and good morning. Today is all about flowers, okay? Today is bloomin', okay? Because it's springtime and there are all these amazing flowers coming up. I hope that they're coming up at your house as crazy as they're coming up in mine, but I have some great projects today. One, I want us to study an artist. I'm super excited about this artist. His name is Romero Britto. He is a Brazilian artist. He's a pop artist. We've been learning a lot about pop art, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about that project. So that is a drawing project. All you're going to need is pencils, markers, crayons, anything to add some color to your paper. I have a collage project, okay? You would need glue for this one, scissors, and some magazines, and maybe even some recycled things before you throw them out in the trash can, maybe to find some lids. And I have a project that's another drawing one. I don't have my watercolor paints with me. If you have a watercolor paint set, this would be great. But I just used marker for this one and crayons. And so you can see like the little circles when, it rains and the water droplets hit there. I made my own umbrella. I took a picture of myself and cut myself out, but you could even put a magazine picture here. I've even seen people put like a rabbit under an umbrella or a dog under an umbrella, which could be really fun. So those are our projects today. Stay tuned. More next. Okay, first you watched that great video about Romero Britto, so you learned a little bit about him. His art, his style is very graphic, and he loves pattern. Okay, so we're gonna do a spring flower tulip picture with just a plain piece of paper. We're gonna put it landscape way or horizontal. Okay, you are going to divide up the space with a horizon line. Okay, and we are going to add some tulips. So you're gonna do kind of a U and then a swoop this way and then connect it. So you're sort of like making a V and then a little V in the center, okay? And I'm doing it in marker. You can sketch this out in pencil if you want. Before you add black to it. And some can be big, some can be small. They don't all have to be the same size because, variety and adds interest to your artwork. Okay, you're going to make your stem, which frankly, I probably should have drawn my flowers first and then done my horizon line. So note on that one, okay? And then you can do a really simple bottom to, and how I did that is sort of an arc on one way, and then I did an arc the other way, okay? So arc one way, arc the other way. Just that curved line, okay? Then you're gonna divide up the space, the rest of it. So part of what makes Romero Britto's artwork so cool is that it's kind of almost has this mosaic kind of stained glass almost kind of look where he divides up the spaces. And each one has a different pattern. So you're gonna use diagonal lines to divide up the space, and you're also going to do the same for the sky. Maybe I'll do that one that way. Maybe one to add interest that way. There we go. Then once you have that all in black, then you can go ahead and start filling in with pattern. And when I started doing this one, I would make my marker pattern and then take a crayon in the same color and color over the top so that you had that variation of dark and light. And same with my tulips. I did all kinds of different patterns there in ink pen and then went over it with a red crayon. So you can fill it in, but you'll want your sky to be all shades of blue and your ground line to be all shades of green. You can make your tulips each a different color if you want to, but I love those red emperor tulips, so that is what I did for mine. I cannot wait to see your Romero Britto inspired flowers. Okay, up next, collage. Okay, when you're doing collage, you're just gonna get a whole bunch of magazine pictures. Now, really, when I made this last night, I probably used a little bit too much of the same colors. I love the blue in the background. I used even the back of a cardboard box, so it even has like the ingredients on it. I found some pretty yellow paper that I liked. I did find a couple lids for the center of mine, and I'm gonna show you a really great collage artist named Deborah Shapiro. Be sure to check out that video of her because she does some really amazing collages using all kinds of different things, but definitely looking at the color that she uses, because she uses all kinds of different little images, but they all fit in the same shade and color for your flowers. So I did like a big background and then a center circle and then even added some extra petals. But I'm excited to see how yours turn out. But you'll need glue, scissors, and lots of magazine pictures to make that happen. You can even, if you don't have a piece of paper, you can even cut the side of a cereal box and use the cardboard for that. It might even make it a little bit more sturdy for your photograph or for your collage to glue on top of. Okay, next up, rain art. Okay, hopefully you watched that video that gave you all kinds of rainbow inspiration, but you can do your vertical or horizontal. I don't really mind which way, but I'm gonna use mine vertically. So you're gonna start off with a white crayon, okay? And you're gonna make all your raindrops. And then, I'm gonna do this way so you can see it. You're gonna make your spirals in your white crayons. You can do a bunch of circles, one large circle with a little circle and a smaller circle on the inside, or you can make a spiral, because sometimes when the rain hits the ground, it kind of makes that ripple effect. Now, again, I have a very limited supply of things here, so I'm using water-based markers, and you know that if you use your markers really close together with the fat side of your marker, you're going to get lots of ink on the paper. I've got a couple different colors. If you have your watercolor paints, you can definitely do the same thing. And what this is called is a resist. So it's where the ink is actually resisting the paper. You can sort of see the circles, but I'm going to use my sponge here in the interest of being fast. You can just sponge it if you don't have a paintbrush, and it's going to give you that rain. Do you see the swirls? Okay, so you're going to do that over your whole paper. You can also color before you do your make your rain bleed. You can color a rainbow. You can make a little umbrella out of paper and find an image and glue it on and do more of that collage thing. But I'm excited to see your rainbows and your rain. Rainbows are so awesome right now. Everybody is doing them on their houses and their doors just to give them people some inspiration. But if you don't have a paintbrush, you can definitely use a sponge. Use your water-based markers if you don't have your watercolors like me. I don't have any watercolors with me. All I have is markers. So, and it's still easy to do this art. I cannot wait to see your rainbow projects. Email me. Okay, tomorrow is Fun Friday. There will be art projects, but it's going to be in the form of dyeing eggs. So not super serious. Of course, you don't have to send pictures of dyeing eggs, but I'm going to give you some really fun ideas and easy ideas on how to dye eggs. And I'm going to try them out today to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So stay tuned for that. See you tomorrow.